look at him.
Like Paul
Doesn't he sort of look like Paul McCartney?
You back in that free love days.
Excuse me, he does. He looks like Paul. Okay.
No, he looks scary.
He does.
Looks like somebody's getting ready to give him a hatchet. That's what he looks like.
I think Christopher Walken is very handsome. He's really handsome.
And we're going to tell him all of these things. All right, now, you guys, have you ever noticed these people in gyms and in parks and on the streets? They're doing these strange, slow motion-like movements and stuff. Well, today you're going to find out exactly what it is and why you should be doing it. I've been practicing this morning.
Those little Chinese women in the park.
They know what they're doing. That's right. We're going to be doing it here on this show. We'll tell you about it later. You know we're not done yelling at each other yet. More hot topics later in the show. And a big special congratulations to, what's his name? Lance Armstrong. Big time Tour de France winner. Way to go. Congratulations. Only the second American ever. Overcame cancer. Not bad.
3 years ago, they said he had 2 months to live, and then he wins the Tour de France. You go, lads.
Boy.
We'll be right back with Christopher Walken.
And the French are so jealous.
There are a few actors that are so good that their mere presence has you riveted. In films like Pulp Fiction, The Deer Hunter, and The Dead Zone, Christopher Walken is so intense, so menacing that you'd run screaming if only you could take your eyes off the screen. His latest movie is called Illuminata. Take a look.
Be fearless, huh? Be brave. Love me.
Love me. You are everything I want.
Please get up.
Don't leave me, love me. You're everything I want. Don't leave me, love me, Marco. Don't go! Ah!
Ooh, please welcome Christopher Walken. So star-set at the heebie-jeebies. Does it bother you that a lot of people in this audience think at any moment you could just lose it and go crazy on us? That you are a psychopath behind a very attractive face?
Nobody who knows me thinks that. It's from the movies, I guess.
It's all from the movies?
I think so.
Yeah? There's not even a little bit of you that's kind of on the edge?
No.
None?
I think it started, one of the first movies that I made that was seen by a lot of people was Annie Hall. And I played, I had a little part, but it's a great movie. And I played a guy who thinks of driving his car into head-on traffic.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
So that's a start. And then pretty soon after that, I did The Deer Hunter, and I shot myself in the head. You know.
There you go. So you set up the expectation each time that you're going to be crazy.
I think when I got a ball rolling, you know, it was something like that. Psycho.
But I've read that you long to play Father Knows Best.
I would. I remember that show, Fred McMurray, and I always thought, well, it'd be interesting for me, especially as I get older, to play somebody like that.
But then in the end, do you chop up the children, or I don't know quite how that was. Or you're going to be playing it like a nice guy.
I did play a family man a couple of times with Glenn Close. She said to me, well, don't worry, because at the end of the show, they'll figure you're going to chop everybody up.
Now, this new movie, Illuminata, you play a gay film critic, turn of the century. Not film, I'm sorry, theater critic. Yeah. Gay with a very bad hairdo, which doesn't work somehow. I think of gay as being more coiffed. But anyhow, it's kind of a comedic role. Why did you pick that role?
Well, the people, John Turturro and Susan Sarandon and Rufus Sewell and Ben Gazzara and lots of actors, good actors in that movie. And also, it was a different kind of part. It was a comic part, a basically decent human being type of person. And that is my own hair.
That's your own? Oh, I'm sorry. It was lovely. It just it was really nice. In fact, that's your hair. Okay. Put the knife away, Chris. Only kidding.
No, I had a lot of hair, and I just combed it all forward.
Well, it worked. It gave you kind of that crazy look.
Saved on a wig.
Now, you've been married. This is quite a success story. 30 years to the same woman. More. But no children by choice, right? Choose not to have children.
Well, no. I mean, I had a science teacher who used to say, when I was a kid, he used to say, children are a miracle. And I never had that one. But I think it's probably as well, because until I was 40, I really had a kind of gypsy life. I moved around a lot. And my wife and I both worked, and I was always in the hotels, and it just never happened that way, which is probably lucky for the child.
But you have cats.
I do. Well, I have 2 ancient cats.
2 ancient cats. What are their names?
Wolf.
You are odd. I'm telling you. Wolf
and Eve, his wife.
Wolf and Eve.
And they spent the first 16 years of their lives having lots of babies, and they're retired now.
So you spend your days watching them come in and out of the house?
That's about it.
That's it, huh? Nice quiet life in Connecticut?
When I'm not working.
Well, we're glad that you're working. We're awfully glad you're with us. Will you stay for another segment? We'll be right back with more of Christopher Walken.
We're back with Christopher Walken, and I understand you actually lived near the Woodstock area, is that it?
When I was a kid, my family used to go up near that area, Kingston, and I had an aunt who had a mountain lodge type of place there, and spent a lot of time there. But that's way before Woodstock, the
event.
The event.
Did you go to the event? Did you go to that event?
No, but in the 50s, when I was a teenager, I would go up there. And I spent a lot of time in Woodstock. They had one policeman, I can't remember, his name was Dusty. And it was just one policeman in the whole town.
Really?
And everybody knew him. And
You know, we've been talking about how intense you are in your work, so we thought we would do a question of the day that talks about, I guess, free time. And don't say watch the cats, okay? I don't want to hear that as an answer. What do you do to kill time is our question of the day. So
I don't have any hobbies.
None?
I don't know. I never.
Music. Do you like music?
Of course.
What a stupid question.
What kind?
No, I have little things that I do. I write some things. I've done some writing. I actually had a play that I did at the Public Theater a few years ago, and.
But that's work related.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, it's always work.
How do you kick back, Christopher?
I read scripts.
That's work also.
Right.
Yeah, I should have a hobby.
How about combing your hair forward?
It's too late.
That's a good hobby for you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a computer. I kind of missed the boat on the computer age.
You and Meredith.
Meredith
I
doesn't
choose
believe
not
in
to,
it.
actually.
But I'm intimidated by it.
Yeah.
You know, the thought that in 10 years I still wouldn't be as good as a kid.
4-year-old.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of a Luddite. I'm going to stay away.
Okay, I have a question for you. Now, you and Meredith were talking about all the movies in which you played a psycho, but what is it like to actually be known as a psycho? I mean, what were you thinking when we introduced you? And do people ever come up to you and freak out when they see you, or run away, rather?
No, it's funny. Nobody's scared of me.
That's not true.
This whole audience is like mesmerized.
Maybe maybe from the movies, but nobody's scared
I'm
of me.
sitting with you and I'm scared. I'm going to tell the truth.
I wish people were scared of me.
See, I'm amazed at how mild-mannered you look. I thought you would be a menacing creature, but you're not. That's what. But then menacing creatures always pretend they're not, which is even scarier.
And what do you think of that? I mean, what do you think of the fact that people think you're a psycho?
I think I'm a nervous guy. And I think that nervous breeds nervous.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you didn't, the movie that you auditioned for was not a psycho. You were going to play Han Solo in Star Wars. My man, Harrison Ford, ended up becoming Han Solo.
And a good thing, too.
Why, do you regret that you didn't get that?
That I didn't get it. Well, I don't know. You never know what might have been. But I've done...
Han Solo would have been a psycho, I bet.
Well, you don't want that. What was it? So warp speed. Yeah. It doesn't work.
Kill them all. Give me the hatchet. And you auditioned.
It's true. I screen tested for that, but I think lots of people did. And I screen tested for a couple of pictures that I didn't get.
Like what else?
I screen tested for Love Story.
Oh, no.
Really?
Now, that would have been a stretch. Oh, my God.
It would have changed our whole image of you. We like the image that we have, though, don't you think?
Are there any roles that you wish you had gotten over the years? Any one thing that you said, I wish I had gotten, you know, even if it was before your time, like Rhett Butler?
Sure. But it's probably just as well for the movie.
But which one?
But which one would it be? Do you have any in your head? Or you don't even think about
Spartacus, you know.
Spartacus. Oh. To do that bath scene with Laurence Olivier.
But you know, I have to say that to inspire such fear in people is such a tribute to you, because that means that you are an immensely talented actor, and you should be proud of that.
And we want to thank you for coming and sharing with us and hanging out with the women. And the couch wasn't as bad as you thought it was, the infamous couch as you called it. You guys keep your eyes open or out for Illuminata. It's coming to a theater near you. When we come back, the ancient secrets of Tai Chi revealed right here on The View. Let's move.